Be sure to stay till the end of the video when I show you a screenshot of me navigating in HiBid. But first, a few short notes. Welcome back to my channel. Please enjoy a little video of my dog Remy. Hope you enjoyed that. And now, without further ado, I have been asked by one of my faithful followers to please record the screen as I navigate through HiBid. Now, I didn't have any pencil option, or maybe I need to learn how to do that so that I could circle what I was talking about. So I hope you'll be able to tell what I was doing as I navigated and just talking about it. Basically, I want to tell you, just go to HiBid.com. That's HIBID. Well, that is my favorite online auction service, and there's lots of reasons why. Because they have thousands of auctioneers who are on there daily, and it is very easy to navigate. Their terms are very well spelled out. I've not had any problems so far with any auctioneers. They've all been very helpful. If you email them to ask them questions, you can even email them and ask them specific questions about an item. Like, say, if it's a mirror and they just show a picture of the mirror, and then you can email them and say, you know, does the mirror have any hazing, or is it clear? And they'll tell you, well, we'll check it, we'll get back to you, and things like that. I mean, you don't want to do a whole bunch of those, but if you have a specific question that you want to ask, or if it's a high dollar glass item, if you want to ask, are there any cracks that are not showing in the pictures? Because maybe you can't make it to a preview. I recommend going to the previews if you can. And that way you can look at your items that you want up close. Most people are bidding online and they don't get to go to the preview. So they wouldn't have that advantage. If you can find auctions within 30 miles, 50 miles, then you can go to their preview date and check out the items in person. And so another caveat is always read the auctioneer's notes. And I know you're going to do this. You're going to just start bidding sometime, and you're not going to notice that they say no delivery on an item. And then you're going to be like, oh no, I just bid. And then you have to hope you don't win the bid. Because if you bid, your credit card source is logged in to all of the auctions through HiBid. And if you win the bid, it automatically comes out. And you are responsible for it, whether you change your mind or not. So be very careful about what you bid on. I like to watch items and then go back and say there's 400 items. And I don't want to bid $400 worth of $1 bids, but I go through and I pay attention to my own budget. Maybe I have $40, so maybe I'm only going to bid $1 on 40 of the 400 items. I can go through my watched items. And it's just really easy to keep track of those kind of things. And then I go in and bid on the things that I want most within my budget, what I feel like I can get the most money out of, what will be the easiest to ship if I'm shipping. I try not to do auctions that ship, but I often do because there are specific items that I am looking for out there. As an example, vintage mirror trays really sell in my booth. I cannot keep them. I can't, there's other things that I can't keep, but I'm not going to tell you what they are, but that's one thing. Let me show you as an example. A recent one that I had shipped was this one right here. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about shipping. Okay. This mirror, I paid maybe $2 or $3 for. And now I'm going to be selling this for a lot more than $2 or $3. It's a vanity mirror. It sits on a counter, and you can put like your perfume and things like that on it. Was shipped at the same time. These are the two items that I ordered from Well, let me show you this one first. This was shipped at the same time as this. Now, I ended up paying quite a bit of shipping, and this got broke. Now, I didn't have insurance because the order wasn't over $100. I would get insurance if I was ordering something that was over $100, but I just did not get insurance on it. The shipping for the 3 items wasn't going to be that much all across the board between the 3 items and how much I'm going to make for those if you divide it by 3. Often I will try to get like 9 or 10 small items that are not heavy, and that way the shipping won't be that much, and I can calculate the cost of the shipping with the cost of the item and put it forward on what I am actually profiting. Okay. And then this one came broke, and I don't think there's anything that they will do about it. It was packed very nicely, beautifully, in fact. It was like opening a present. But this thing, it is just made out of resin. It's not brass. And it's like a hard plastic, and it didn't withhold through the bumps and things. And they should have had it like really packed. If you are shipping something, make sure you pack packing paper around these odd parts. And this didn't make it. I wanted this for my booth as a display, so we could display some keychains and brooches and things that we're selling. We can put the brooches over on this side. Keychains can hang. And I'm going to have to repair this. I will get it repaired, but I have to take the time to do that. And if it was something that was so broke that I couldn't repair it, wouldn't that be upsetting? I only paid $1 or $2 for that item because nobody was really bidding on it. I guess they didn't like it, but I loved it and wanted it, but it was broke. But I also bid on this. This was with that. So this was part of the lot. And also that mirror. So this was all in one lot. And I was happy that these 2 pieces were shipped all in one. This is bone china. It's very delicate. This is a mirror. These came fine. That thing, it got broke. But the shipping was, in my mind, divided by the 3 items. What I paid, like a few dollars plus shipping. I will get my money back out of at least those 2 items. So I'm not totally in debt. But the best thing to do is to find those auctions that are near you. So by doing that, you're going to search within whatever your range is, and I'll show you on this video. Look for those big lots that are going low on the bid, and then watch that bid and get places that are nearby. We filled our SUV up, and I have priced what I paid $30 for. I have priced over $600 worth of merchandise for my booth. And I've also sold some things on Facebook. Some of the things that I got, I've sold on Facebook. And I've kept a lot, and I took a lot to the thrift store. So happy bidding on HiBid. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Hey everybody, we are going to HiBid.com in our Google search to pull up this screen for HiBid, the online auction company, which is one of the leading online auction companies and services. And what we're going to do is sort of explore this option as a way of sourcing for reselling, or just as a way of finding some deals. You can go to auctions near you. You can look at auctions near me, and then you can put in your, let's see, go to your map and say within 50 miles. Then you can put in your own zip code and then search, and it'll bring up these little maps. Obviously, I'm in Missouri, and in Missouri, it looks like the closer that you go in, like to the Kansas City area, then you just keep going closer and closer to try to find the auctions that are closest to you. Looks like there's one down there in Archie, Missouri. There's one up here in Carrollton, Missouri. It's not real close to me, but maybe even Overland Park area, there might be some. Let's try it. That's Kansas, Shawnee, Kansas. That's not too far from me. So you could click here to view the 99 lots that they have open. Like they're selling silverware, coins. Then you just go through the pages, see what they've got. Now, going back to the search within HiBid, you can search for lots, the word lots, and that also with your zip code, and then you can see what lots are for sale. So you can see that I am winning a bid on some lots. But as you scroll through, you can find like just huge lots of things. Like right here, this entire lot of all these items, a whole bunch of bar coasters, which those sell for some reason. You can sell them on eBay or whatever, one at a time, or you could sell them in a booth, and you could get all of those for $1. Now, obviously, other people can bid too, but it doesn't really look like anyone's bidding on them. Then another thing that you can do is mixed lot. And we're not talking about the word lot as in a lot. Lot means item. You can see lot 141, lot 574, lot 275, a mystery lot. You need to do is you just go to the HiBid, and when you sign in, you're going to give them your credit card so that it is associated with your bid. You're going to be very careful when you do bid on something that you make sure that they deliver that little truck there. I don't know if there's any way I can draw on this while I'm doing this, but if I could, if you look at the blue highlighted box, then you look at that truck, that means that they do deliver. But if you keep going through here, let me try to find something else. There are lots that you can look at, and they don't deliver. That's what you need to pay attention to, because this is a live auction here. You can find live ones. Well, these all deliver, of course. So I'm trying to find ones where they say that they don't deliver. Let's look for, let's see, a washer. And see right there, you can see in the upper right corner, there's no delivery on some of these. There's no delivery on this pressure washer. Okay, so you just got to pay attention to these type of things. You have to pay attention to where it's at. This one is in Pasadena, Texas. When you click on it, it'll give you directions to it. Then you get your bidding notice of what, see it says right here, we do not ship. You must pick these things up. And then usually they have a day for pickup. Let's see right here, you look at the shipping and the pickup. Well, there's no international shipping, that's for sure. And then you can decide if you do get your items shipped. I think the best way is to not ship, because they usually charge you a handling fee. Shipping is not cheap. Try to find auctions that are near you that you can go and pick up. If you do things like postcards or jewelry or something, that may not be that expensive. But then when you get over $100 worth of items, you are going to want to get insurance. So It's a whole deal when you're shipping. Not saying that you can't ship, and they are very good. Every auction that I've ever had something shipped, they do a great job. I've had a couple things that were broken. They don't guarantee it. That's up to you to have insurance. But let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you. This is auctions by state. You can look them up by your state. Like I live in Missouri. I mean, just get on here and explore. You can look it up by fashion, you know, like say category. You can look it up by toys. And then they start just showing you different toys that are out there. Like Lebanon, Missouri, there's an auction with night auction service. And, oh, look at that. Then you can go into their catalog. But first, this is very important, you need to register to bid. So when you register, you see they have all your payment information is already on there. And then you say yes, or you can add a new card if you don't want them to use the card that you're registered with. You read those auctions terms and conditions. All cards will be charged immediately. Any item not removed, if you don't pick it up, that is not their problem. That is your problem. And all items sell as is, so they give you a item preview day if you can make it to that, even so that you can inspect your items and look at the pictures really good for call outs, because some things are like chipped or cracked or whatever. So it's up to you to read everything about it. And then they have, nope, they don't have anything else they're telling you. So you agree, and then you say next. And let's see, that should have completed. Oh, I forgot to say, will I pick up or will I ship? Now, I would say ship, because there's no way I'm going to Lebanon, but this is just for the sake of an example. So now I'm registered. Now I can go to this live auction just to show you. So the high bid on this pair of crane figurines, which are pretty cool actually, there's 20 seconds left. And it refreshes every 57 seconds. And somebody is winning those two cranes for $22.50. If I was interested in them, I could bid $25 right now and take that bid away from them that they are winning at $22.50. And this will end in 16 seconds. They're going to win this bid. That's cool. So let's go back to the live catalog. They're doing a kerosene lamp right now. Is closing. Somebody won it for $22.50. Look at this whole big item. All these Coke items that somebody's getting. If you were a reseller, in 8 seconds, you would have those for $5. All of that stuff. All this Coke stuff. It's tempting, but I don't want to pay to have all that shipped. I would definitely have to have it shipped because Lebanon is too far from me. But man, that's some good, somebody's getting some good deals there. $4 for that Coke sign? Are you kidding me? All this Coke stuff just went, and somebody's buying it all for just dollars. And they will resell that for hundreds of dollars. All of that will resell. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you. I'm not an expert at high bid. I've literally only been using it for maybe about a month. I have a video on my first experience of going and picking up lots. I don't think I've done any hauls or openings from things that I've had delivered. I should have. Then I could show how some of it shows up. I had something broke yesterday. I've really only had 3 things that broke, and 2 were in one package, and one was, it was kind of like this lamp, and it had that tall base, and somehow the base broke, and I can glue it back together. But you just got to be careful about having things shipped. That's with anything. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section. Thank you very much.